fight's not over.
Stop the fight!
People.
Everybody, I come here for everybody. Kill everybody. I'm the champ. I'm the king. Kill everybody. Ah!
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Broke Bets for our UFC 293 bets. I'm Lane. I got my co-host Carson with me.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to this card. Let's keep that win streak going.
Yes, sir. To look at last week, Don versus Spivak, plus 1.32 units. Solid day. You know, you win 3 out of your 4 bets, you're gonna make money. So we're on a 4-card win streak right now. Trying to make this our 5th. Let's get right into this. We got 5 solid bets for you guys. So first, Jamie Malarkey. You just add up all the things going into this fight: the age of John Medici, the height and reach advantage, and how John Medici's been losing fights just by decisions, kind of inconsistent results. Feels like Jamie Malarkey, also in the home crowd, will just be able to outstrike him and take him to a decision, or honestly, he could just finish him with how much pressure he fights with as well. So, yeah, I like Malarkey here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be a little bit safer, especially getting KO'd in his last one. But yeah, he's got the height, reach, home field advantage. He's got everything going for him in this one, and I think it's a favorable matchup for him. I mean, Medici hasn't knocked out anybody in like 7 years. So
that's what I was about to say too. I was gonna say, like, at least the guy Malarkey faced had fight-ending ability, so there's a little bit more of an excuse for the way he got finished. So moving down though. We got a parlay here. Pretty simple parlay. I think a lot of people are placing it. Jenkins and Olberg, throwing those two together. I flipped these numbers. I'll switch them. So, yeah, Jenkins feels like he's just going to be able to outstrike Chepe at range. I mean, Chepe obviously looks very good flipping around Trevor Peach when Trevor Peach's being a spastic out there. So, like, you know, you could feel a little bit nervous on the Jenkins side because Chepe maybe looked that good. But I do think that Jack here holds more tools in order to keep this fight at range and just touch him, work that leg kick early, and, destroy that movement ability that Mariscal can bring into this. And then I think this one also could be a really good spot. Fight to go to the distance is like minus 165 or something. I think that's a pretty good bet as well. Both these guys are very durable. And then with it, Carlos Olberg. This guy just moves so well on the feet. Everyone takes so much judgment from his Kennedy and Jekwu fight. But if you just truly watch the film, this dude has such a good lead hand. If it's the jab or the hook, he can use his footwork to find a shot. And just the way Dawoon Yun got knocked out by Dustin Jacoby with such a weird straight punch, I think if Olberg gets like even a couple good shots on him with the pretty big weight cut that Dawoon Yun makes, it's gonna knock him out. What are you thinking there?
yeah, I mean, I just think Jenkins will be able to chew up Chepe's leg and hurt his movement ability and be able to take him down. I see him dealing more damage, and especially with the crowd on his side, that favors him as well. And then Olberg, yeah, I see him getting a first-round finish, similar to, like you said, that Dustin Jacoby one. I think they similar kickboxing style, I guess. I just see his straight punches being quick and precise and knock him out.
Yeah, hard to catch too. I feel like people are going to say, "Oh, they should have taken down Olberg." Well, it's kind of hard to catch Olberg. So, anyway, moving down further, we got 2 parlays this week. You know, there's an old system I like to do last year, which was just 2+ money parlays. You know, if you hit both, you go home big. If you miss one and you hit one, you go home positive. And if you miss both, you lose a little bit. But in this case, I really do like this parlay structure. Have Haqparast in there. Just feels like he's just way more experienced, better striker, going to be better all over the place here. Volkov, it's just an uphill battle. Tuivasa got, a lot of damage dealt to him in the last 2 fights. Obviously, the Pavlovich one ended very quickly, but Volkov is just a big dude, and his punches seem to have a pretty big influence. They're not like one-punch knockouts, but they're accumulation of damage, and if Tuivasa wants to get in there, he's going to have to break that range, get past Volkov's kicks as well. So it's an uphill battle. And then Adesanya finally, pretty easy tag onto the end of a parlay, if in my opinion. So yeah, I like Izzy, and I would imagine most of you do as well. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, probably boring leg kick fight for him. And then, yeah, like you said, for Volkov, I just see his reach and height advantage as a huge advantage for him, just with the teep kick and his straight punches. And then, yeah, hack press. I think volume, his footwork, and I think he'll be able to dominate that fight as well.
Right. Moving down further, props. Honestly, I think this is the easiest hit of the night. I think people could go pretty heavy on this one. Tafa and Austin Lane would go under 1.5. If you just watch the first minute or whatever until the horrible eye poke or the last one, that fight was literally like inches from finishing, it felt like, in that moment. So it just feels like this one's going to be them right in each other's faces right from the opening bell. Neither really grapple, so should just be a stand-up battle on the feet. And I got this line opened at -145, and then as I was betting it, it got switched to -185, so I missed some line movement there. And then further, though, this is now like -200 something, so beat it in that way, and I see violence.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting up there in price, like 200, so maybe it's a parlay piece. But yeah, I definitely think this one is under 1.5. I mean, both these guys are going to be going for that early finish, especially in Tafa's backyard. I think we see this ending early.
Right. Okay, and then finally, to round out the card, got Manel Kape and Felipe Dos Santos under 2.5 rounds. Just feels like Felipe Dos Santos brings in a really high-paced style. Manel Kape can be kind of hesitant at times, but I think it's just me like forced into a firefight, shoot-the-box style, and Manel Kape could, easily starch him up on the feet, and Felipe doesn't really defend himself too well. So I like the under in that fight and just pure action. So, and then obviously Adesanya, like I said before, I think it's a win-win, because if Adesanya wins, I go home with a pocket full of cash, and if Strickland wins, I go home happy. So, there's like mixed feelings there, and I feel pretty good about placing the bets with Adesanya at the end of the card. So, any last thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Dos Santos is going to be putting that pressure on Kape and bringing the fight towards Kape. So, yeah, I think Kape finishes him in the second round with counter punches. And yeah, I mean, same thing for Adesanya, just leg kicks at range, and like you said, we'll go home happy either way if in that main event.
Right, doing his usual ordeal. I'm trying to think of other spots here that we looked at. I think Tyson Pedro round 1 submission or finish could be a good option. Didn't play it here in this instance. Not in love with a lot of things from this card, but guys, we are back into the NFL phase of our channel for a little bit. I mean, I don't know if we're going to post many videos for NFL stuff, but we'll try to keep you updated with our bets, probably Saturday evenings or Sunday mornings for when they come out, because obviously injuries and all that changes the timeline of how shit comes out. But yeah, just stay tuned for that stuff. We did pretty crazy good last year on that. I think it was like a 16% ROI or something crazy. So, yeah. Any more thoughts?
Yeah, definitely by Sunday morning, have those NFL bets posted.
On the Instagram. Go to the Instagram for those. And then I'll try to maybe get them on YouTube as well somehow. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know how all that stuff works, but yeah, I mean, for tonight, I got Lions minus 9.5. I got that before the Travis Kelce news came out, so that's pretty much not playable at the moment.
Agree. All right. Other than that, guys, let's keep the winning streak going, and peace!
Peace.
I know. It doesn't matter from the trenches. I'm built like this. Don't doubt me, I couldn't do it.